Hi folks, so here is one day after the sterilization of the dried tomatoes. You can see that the lid is loose, so you have to tighten this lid. So you tighten them very well. And then to check if the sterilization worked, I'm going to show you the initial jar, so a Bernadin jar. And if you see here in the lid, there is like indentation. There is like an elevation here. When you press, you see that this noise. So once you go through the process of sterilization, it creates a positive pressure inside the jar when it's boiling. And then once it cools, it creates a negative pressure. And then the lid will seal against the jar. And then we'll have like a vacuum inside the jar. And if you notice that there is no more indentation, there is no more the bump here. If I press, see, there is not, it's not like this. It's not. So I can check the other one also. And it's flat. So it means there is a negative pressure inside, there is a vacuum. And then with this, you can keep this jar for 6 months up to 1 year outside at room temperature. Now I'm going to open one of those jars and try the dried tomato. The sun-dried tomato actually is an oven-dried tomato. So let's. It's very difficult to open with the finger because there is a negative pressure. So we cannot open, it means that it's very well sealed. I'm going to use this can opener to try to lift. See, you notice there is like a. So that's the sun-dried tomato. And now let's try it. Agora vamos testar. Então, aqui com um pouco de pão, piece of bread. Let's take some sun-dried tomato. Tomatinho cereja. A little bit of the olive oil. Pouco do azeite de oliva. Now, agora vamos testar. Now let's try. Really good, leathery, a little bit acid, delicious. I cannot have just one. Okay, let's finish. Okay, the fresh tomato is rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, and fibers, and lycopene. The dried tomato is very rich in vitamin A, has no more vitamin C because the heat treatment destroyed the vitamin C, but it has more lycopene than fresh tomato because due to the heat treatment, it increased the amount of lycopene in the dried tomato. So I'm going to make another video just talking about the nutritional values and the health benefits as this functional food, the lycopene, and its action against cancer and cholesterol level. They can reduce the level of LDL. It can increase your cardiovascular health. So I'm going to make another video and you can check here for the next video. So another way you can use this once you eat all the dried tomato is to take the supposed to have eaten all the dried tomato, you take the olive oil that has been infused with garlic and bay leaves. And then you add a little bit, you have the olive oil, the balsamic vinegar, and you take a piece of bread, that's just like the Italians do, como os italianos fazem, e você usa como dip. It's delicious. Very good indeed. Muito bom. É uma entrada. Então você não perde nada.